Too much stuff. It's just too much stuff. I got too much stuff. Son of a bitch. It's just too much stuff. Oh my god. What am I gonna do? What the shit am I gonna do? I don't even freaking know, man. I've got it. 2 videos. Hello YouTube, Uncle Lucky here, and welcome back to another episode of CBQ Hobbies. Today, it's gonna be interesting because I ended up with quite a bit of comic books this time around. Okay, well, it's a long story, and what it's gonna basically end up being is 2 episodes for hauls this week. Just way too much stuff. So let me start off the show today with a little bit of sad news. For any of you who know what the Hastings store is, Hastings Entertainment, in my area, part of the country, Hastings has maybe 126 stores, something like that, I think. 126. They're closing down. Wonky Ninja, I follow him on YouTube. Wonky broke this a couple of weeks ago. I think he was one of the first ones to actually talk about it, that Hastings was probably going to go under. And now it's definitely official that they're going under. They've even got banners up going out of business. They're getting liquidated and will officially be shut down in October. I believe October 31st will be the last day that their doors are open. So, you know, it's sad. That's 126 stores. If I'm right here, it's 126 stores. You figure roughly, maybe 15 to 20 employees per store. That's a lot of people out of business, and it sucks. It sucks all around because we're losing another brick and mortar store. Guys and girls, you got to understand that a lot of people don't seem to care about this, and it's hard to swallow. I'm 40 years old. It's hard to swallow in this day and age that we're losing another brick and mortar store, that they're just falling like dominoes around me. It's terrible because everybody is starting to buy everything online. I heard the other day that you can buy your groceries online now and they'll have them delivered to your house. So this has turned into a really big thing. We're starting to live off of this online buy it up thing that it's starting to put a lot of people out of business, and it's hurting the mom and pop shops more than anybody, starting. But it goes up the ladder. I mean, Hastings having 120 something shops, that's not small fries, but that's not Walmart big either. So they're in the middle, and I don't understand it. That's to me personally. I'm still a guy who buys CDs though, so what can you do? It's heartbreaking because it's a store with a lot of guys like me, a lot of geeks and girls that rely on it. I live out in the middle of the sticks, so Hastings is the closest store for me to get my comic books and my geek fix and all that stuff, and movies and games and things like that. It's the closest thing I've got. And when they close their doors, a lot of people are going to have to venture out long distances to get what they want, or they're going to be forced to buy online. So that's kind of my rant for this, is that, I don't think everything can be solved by buying everything that you want online. That's just my personal opinion. I think the more that we do it, the more we're going to put mom and pop shops out of business, and it's kind of a dreadful thought. Wow, really went deep there, didn't I? Didn't mean to. Sorry, I don't like going deep. I like being loose and having fun and stuff like that. So let's try and get to the fun. So, Hastings is having a whole bunch of % off stuff going on their store. So, 20 and 30% off on a lot of things, and somebody brought out, had to have been 6 long boxes full of comic books that are all really, really cheap right now. So I kind of went nuts here the last couple of days, along with my subscriptions that came in and things like that. So that is going to be the reason we're going to have 2 videos this week for hauls. It's going to be hauls today, the first, blah, 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 but it's going to be two videos for the price of, well, nobody's paying, so, yeah, they got that. Okay, so today we're going to start off with subscription-based books, and this one isn't actually a subscription, I've got to be honest. It was at one time, and then I quit collecting them, but it is Dr. Fate number 14. Now, Dr. Fate unfortunately kind of let me down. I did a review of Dr. Fate's first, 5 or 6 issues months ago, and it just wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't enjoying it, but I noticed on the front cover here that they've brought back the original Dr. Fate to help the new Dr. Fate with whatever the issue is. So I just figured I'd check this one out and see what it was looking like, because they have a new artist, and it seems like this one's a little bit different. Next up we have Divinity 2. And if these covers don't make you people drool, I don't know what else will. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to make you feel. You're just the most unfeeling, cold creatures I've ever seen in my life if these covers don't do something for you. They're absolutely brilliant and beautiful and amazing. I love them. Even if I wasn't so into the damn story, I would still be buying these right now because of the covers. Oh my god! I haven't actually had a chance to read this one. I haven't actually had a chance to read anything yet. I just got all this stuff over the last couple of days. But this, I'm just opening this book up here, and it's, again, I just can't say enough about this book so far. You know, this is number 4. I've never collected anything through Valiant that I can remember, but these guys got me hooked. Okay, so now I've gotten really screwed up, and I have no idea where I'm at on this one. Maybe one of you can answer the question. I know something here is a variant cover, but I don't know what the rest of it is. This is Green Lantern, or Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern's Corps through the Rebirth thing, majigger. I don't know. Rebirth is kind of hit or miss. I don't know. I personally don't know how well it's doing, but I've got that one, and then I've got another number 1, which I think this is the original Rebirth that kicked it off, number 1. I think. And then I've got another Rebirth. I think everybody got confused. I don't know if this is the actual storyline or if this was the Rebirth start of the new Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. You hear all the air going out of my lungs because I can't keep up with this. I don't know which one's which until I guess I'm going to have to crack them all open and find out. But this, I'm on the fence right now. I haven't actually read anything Hal Jordan, Green Lantern Corps, Rebirth. I haven't seen anything yet. I just got my stack yesterday. So I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. I don't know if it's something I'm going to be into. I love Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, so I'm going to probably stick with it, even if it is dreadful. And finally, for the orders, this isn't a I'm not getting this monthly, but this was one I'm still trying to fill in back issues of a lot of things. And this, unfortunately, is probably as far as I can go backwards with Doctor Strange from this series, because this one wasn't exactly cheap, to tell you the truth. This is Doctor Strange number 8, and tell you how old this one is. It's 25 cents back in the day, and the grade on it was not extremely good. It was VG condition, but you can tell it's got nicks and things in it, and little bits here and there. But I mean, what do you expect? The comic book came out in the 70s, so I'm just trying to go back as far as I can without having to mortgage my house for more Doctor Strange comic books. But I love these old comic books. The first thing I do when I open up the bag is give them a good old smelly smell. They just, the old pulp paper. I love it. It's amazing. See, I told you this episode was going to be long. I gotta cut it in half now, because in the next one not only going to show off some of the comic books that I got on discount at Hastings, which is like the stack. I also bought some more Hero Clicks. We're going to do an opening of that one because I don't think I've actually done that on this show. And I've got myself a box to put my Spider-Man comics in because I've got some of the plain white ones, but why would you want to put comic books in the plain white ones when you've got these really cool things that cost more than the regular white boxes for no reason, that they have art on them? Who knew? But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I've got to transfer, and these weird comics that they're the no rhyme or reason comic books, to tell you the truth. That's the funniest part. I didn't collect anything in this stack except for maybe one or two comic books that go to my collection that fill in gaps. The rest were just like weird. I either liked the art or there was something about them I wanted to see. I don't know, just a whole bunch of weird stuff. So we'll find out on the next episode how that's going to go. So, till the next episode, I'll see you guys then. See, I told you this. We don't need another hero.